Hello, my name is Carly Dennison. Today I'll be doing a presentation on nursing burnout. We'll start with the definition of burnout for nursing staff. It is characterized as a physical, mental, and emotional checking out of an individual, possibly due to the overwhelming outside factors or current working situation that they are in at the time. For awareness, we basically want to know for that patient or that nurse or medical staff member, it could be anybody that you work with, a person that you love. It could be anybody of any age as well. And the factors can range from having a bad day at work, losing a patient, or even above all, losing a family member and then carrying that back to work with them. It's imperative for coworkers and people around them, family members, friends, to notice the signs and symptoms of nursing burnout. So some of the signs and symptoms could be like in a work setting. Basically, if the patient or if the nurse comes in, they're not showing up on time, so tardiness, or calling in. Also checking out with the patient, so they're not doing their normal patient care and upholding to their normal values. Also, you have to look at the fact that they may not be engaged with their own coworkers. So disengagement. There are some few factors that will actually stand out. When one person comes in, they're only bubbly or does extra and goes above and beyond with their patients, and they no longer do that. Those are the signs and symptoms that you want to be able to be aware of and catch. That way maybe you could help that coworker out and guide them in the right direction for help and assistance. For prevention, so there's 5 basic tools that we try to follow for this presentation. You want to have balance. So you want to have a healthy balance. What we mean by that is that basically starting at home, you want to eat healthy, you want to exercise, you want to surround yourself with positive people. And when you come home, make sure you get sleep. That is imperative. I've even actually learned that over the years, that without the appropriate amount of sleep, it is hard to function and do the best job that you can. And it doesn't matter what you're doing. So it could be anywhere from, taking care of patients, being there for your family members, assisting in other avenues of your life. You just need to be well rested, eat healthy, and exercise. Those are some main components you can do for yourself to make it easier for you to prevent nursing burnout. You also want to receive support. So an example of this is that you're at the hospital or on a floor, on a unit, and you are overwhelmed with your patient care. There's nothing wrong with asking for help. As a matter of fact, ask for help. Your coworkers are there. Y'all are there to work together as a team. If one nurse is falling under or falling short, you need to come together as a group and establish and complete that task together, if that's what it takes. And that will alleviate some of the stressors that start piling up on that nurse for that evening, or something that maybe never leaves that nurse. Maybe they feel bad that they lost a patient and felt they could have done more, but with the assistance of others coming together as a team, you'll have a better outcome. So focus on the strengths. So when you're at work and you don't want to harbor things that you're not specifically, strong at, you don't want to focus on weaknesses. You want to focus on your strengths. So that gives you the motivation and keeps you moving forward. And you can also work on your weaknesses, because everybody has room for improvement. There is no doubt on that. So if we focus on our strengths, we can do a self-improvement. We don't necessarily have to have people tell us that we're doing a good job. We just let ourselves know that, hey, we're doing a good job today. We are staying on top of our patient care, and we have satisfied patients, and just keep moving forward. Also, we want to get a life, okay? So, for instance, you don't want to work your life away. You don't want to work 6 or 7 days a week, and you have lack of sleep, lack of diet, lack of exercise, and then to put on top of that, a lack of spending time with your family, your friends, and just having some me time. You need to have downtime to where you can decompress. If you don't do that, then you'll continue to build those stressors, which makes it harder to overcome or prevent nursing burnout. So take time for yourself. 5, have fun and don't be consumed with work all the time. So basically, if you have family members and you have people who are not in the working environment, it's nice to be able to change it up and go hang out with friends who aren't associated with your job. If you always hang out with the same cycle of people that are always in the work, you tend to talk about work. And that's what you want to try to avoid if you're going to do downtime. If you want to have, just fun and clear your head of the things that keep you stressed throughout the week or your working status. So by doing that, you can do self-preventative measures that can keep you from having nursing burnout. Interventions. So basically, if you end up having an episode or a crisis, there are many things that are available to you, resources. So you have online resources that can educate you on what to look for and how to address each situation. You have over the phone, you can call a hotline and actually ask for advice, help, and they can guide you in the right direction as well to your specific needs. Then you have, if you work in a facility, there are programs that are there to help you and your family. It could be a family situation. It may not just be you that's having the crisis. It might be a family event that you need to have assistance with, and they can help you as a whole, and you can heal together. And then on top of that, then you also have reading material. I know that, just for an example on my part at Orange Park Medical Center, we have flyers that are posted all over in our break rooms and our bathrooms and in the working area, just to remind you that you have help. You have resources available to you. There's no need to suffer. There's no need to have that feeling of being alone or being stressed. There are ways, there are outlets, there are healthy ways to alleviate that. So by all means, utilize those resources. So with all those tools and things that are available to you, nursing burnout is a very, I don't know what the right word is, but it's very big these days. The amount of nursing staff, even just medical staff and people in general, finances, childcare, relationships, work, lack of sleep, diet, exercise, me time, all those factors play a part in your overall health. If you want to stay healthy and you want to stay to where you are the best functionable worker you can be, or mother, father, it doesn't matter. Just to be successful in life, you have to stay focused on your basic needs. You have to fulfill your basic needs in order to be a productive member outside of your home or even within your home. So it's important to make sure that you know what's available to you. So if there's anything else that you may have questions about, or maybe you need to change areas of job, in your working environment. Maybe you need to get out of the emergency room where the high stress avenues are. Maybe you need to go to pediatrics. It might be a little less stressful. Or you might just have to change jobs altogether. Because I can speak from personal experience. If you're working multiple jobs, there's some people out there that either have to or want to just to get ahead or accomplish certain tasks in their life. Working multiple jobs is mentally and just overall exhausting. Your body, mentally and physically exhausting. And I understand that and I can relate to that. If you have a goal in mind, keep it within reason. Don't go above your means, and don't push yourself so hard that you have no room to relax and decompress. Ultimately, it is up to you to make sure that you are healthy and you can keep your mind in order and then be able to perform at the best of your ability. So that is my presentation. I appreciate everyone's attendance, and there will be a survey at the end of the presentation. Thank you so much.